If I really wasn't, would you help? If I really wasn't, would you help? If I really wasn't, would you help? When your talent speak for itself, never pretend to be great. I moved on from that Nike box. I tried to fill up a safe.
The Western Conference Finals is shaping up to be just the kind of battle we've expected. The series is all even at 1, and Game 3 could be the tipping point. We'll bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Dallas Mavericks. You look at Dallas.
They have to be ecstatic about taking one of the first two games. Tough to win on the road. They banded together and accomplished it. Now it's their turn to try to protect home court advantage.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Inside, here's Mutombo. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're showing just how determined they are to get to the NBA Finals.
And they've really gotten the job done so far. You just want to steal one of those first two games on the road. Now the goal is to come out strong tonight and take control of this series. Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
Kawhi typically solid from three. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Smith outside. Back to Doncic. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Doncic with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Holmgren. Pass to Mutombo. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Dallas on D. They trail by 1. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Mutombo. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Mutombo's got 6.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Pass to Smith. Back to Doncic. Picked by Smith. To the middle. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from James. Raptors lead by 5. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
And Dallas making a change here.
First team foul.
Here's Mutombo. Leonard inside. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Gilgeous Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Here's James. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Mavericks trailing to the inside. Here's Embiid. Back to Smith. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
And again, no good by Toronto. And here's Doncic. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one's good.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
The shot by James, no good. The Mavericks lead by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards pulls it in. James, left side. Pass to Halliburton. They need this. Leonard looking around. James, outside. Edwards for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead, up 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Kicks it to Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. But that's why they continue to get attacked.
Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Halliburton's shot is good.
There's so much about Halliburton that shows that he plays well beyond his years.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Doncic. Puts up a 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Joel Embiid.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive, because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
And the second free throw is good. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Taken away. And stolen by Holmgren. Leonard outside. James outside. Pass to Holmgren. Now Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Smith. Rebound Toronto. James deciding where to go with it. Now Holmgren. James outside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from James.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back you really marvel at. He truly have been witnesses to something special.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Raptors making a switch here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a three-point game. Can't get it to fall. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty. And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
And getting to the line at will. James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And it's tied up with that one. Now here's Doncic. 9 points in the game. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Simmons. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid packs it down.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
James double team to the left wing. From deep, Holmgren. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The Mavericks lead by 4. On the attack, Simmons. Oh, can't finish the one-handed jam. Down low. Out to Leonard. Pass to James. From outside the arc. Look at Leonard. Dialed in from deep.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
Takes it inside. And Doncic with the jam.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Doncic. He's got 13. "35 seconds left in the first half of this one. Clock at 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Off target at the rim. Got a piece of it. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. It's stolen by Leonard. Here comes Toronto on the push. And it's James with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Simmons. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. Here's Mutombo. Leonard outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a Baseline jumper. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Mutombo. Deflected. From behind the arc. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
Well, the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Here's James. Up again. Out to Leonard. Pass to Holmgren. Chet not messing around inside.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Edwards. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Raptors trail by 4. Ooh, stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Another shot. Luka! Get off me!
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Up and in on the layup. James has got 9 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's got 7.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Holmgren. The shake. Holmgren for 2.
Good movement in the screen and roll there. Holmgren good at making himself a threat.
Dallas leading by 4. Here's Doncic. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he sinks the second.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Leonard inside. James outside. No good with the triple. And Dallas with possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Pass to James. Now here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. James double team. Good D by Simmons.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
It's stolen. And now the Raptors on the break. Leonard for 3. Leonard in transition.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
.52 seconds left in the third quarter here. And the basket by Mutombo.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
So both teams changing it up here. And the Mavericks with possession here. The lead is 2. Here's Williamson. Ooh, Zion with a show of strength on the finish.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. 1 second left. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the close. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here's Williamson. Pass to Green. Five to shoot. Green in the lane.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's Leonard. Is up. The rebound by Allen.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Not often you see him take that shot. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
The big man with the soft touch. Zion flexing the ring.
LeBron James. Anthony Edwards.
The 3, James. Mavericks with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Green. Allen with it. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Green.
Yes, sir! That's what we tune in for right there. Wow.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
They get it again. It's Edwards on the wing. Will it go? Love grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 13. Williamson for 3. Second chance shot. And the layup good by Reeves. Reeves has got his first basket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Inside. Here's Reeves. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It's a good fundamental play there as Zion able to set up for the assist.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And so here is Toronto, looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
See, right there, you see the patience Edwards has developed. Not forcing it, getting the defender to commit.
He threw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander over to the wing. Three-pointer Embiid. Rebound Toronto.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Mutombo. There's the block. Screen by Embiid. To the inside. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
The three, James. Knocks down the long J.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Doncic. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
They played well. And let's see if they can keep it going into Game 4, an important one for the Mavericks.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And this is the kind of effort you have to come up with in your quest for an NBA title.
Yeah, this is why they weren't looking ahead to the next series. They still got a lot of work to do to get there. 2-1 is a nice start, but they cannot let their guard down in Game 4.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
So good at reading the defenses and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
Looking to get back on track. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now, here is James. And that one's good. Holmgren.
3 points.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Kicks it to Doncic. Toronto grabs the miss. And it's blocked by Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals.